Hi, I'm Sandra Burris with Keller Willams Realty. Today, our video is about the economic forecast for 2022. Stay tuned. I attended a really interesting class last week that was put on by Britt Fair, who's the president of Fair Texas Title here in the DFW area. Britt is well-versed in economics and finance. He has a BA in economics and then a master's, an MBA in finance. So he's a great resource for us. A couple of things that came up which were a little bit unnerving was the discussion about inflation. According to Britt and the Wall Street Journal and the Department of Labor, December 2021 brought us a 7% inflation rate. That is actually the highest inflation rate we have seen since the 80s. The target the U.S. government strives for is 2%. Some of the things that Britt discussed were government policies that may have impacted the inflation rate. One being the stimulus package, and the second being the Federal Reserve buying bonds. Therefore, inflation is a bit of a hot button in our government right now. Now, according to Britt, there are two schools of thought. One being this inflation is not really a big deal. Basically because the federal government has the ability to control some of the policies that impact inflation. Secondly, many people think the numbers are artificial due to the pandemic. Now, the other school of thought is that this is a huge deal. Economists will tell you that it is difficult to rein in inflation once it gets going. That's the first reason. The second reason is that labor costs are rising due to the fact we have so many jobs that are not being filled in our economy. And lastly, interest rates could go up, which could significantly impact our housing market. Now, Congress and the Federal Reserve have some decisions to be made in the next several months that really could impact what our rate of inflation is going forward. If inflation forces an increase in interest rates, that could definitely impact housing in the U.S. market. Now, some good news. I know that's kind of scary and it's very stressful to hear that, but there is some good news in this. The DFW area has seen incredible growth. We have seen the largest growth of jobs in the last 3 years of any major metropolitan area. Secondly, interest rates still are historically low. Thirdly, we are a major relocation area. We have people coming from all over the country to the DFW area. Many people are leaving higher cost areas to come to a place that has opportunity. In fact, December 2021 brought the highest dollar amount of real estate transactions of any December in history. In fact, there was a 14% increase over last December, which was already an amazing market. The interesting thing is that that was 3% lower volume of transactions, and a lot of that is due to the fact of price increases. We've in fact had a 17% increase in prices over the last year. Overall, in all of North Texas, we have less than 1 month of inventory, which is incredibly tight. The three takeaways I took from this class were this. Number one, builders who have always been able to assist us in inventory levels are struggling. Even though they are doing their best to keep up, they still are not able to fill that gap of inventory that we're experiencing. They've still got labor shortages and pricing increases, so they're dealing with that as well. Number two, prices will likely continue to increase in the DFW area over the next year in 2022. The thing that could impact that a bit and soften it slightly, and I mean slightly, is an increase in interest rates. That could pull some buyers and sellers out of the current market. And lastly, the DFW area boom continues. So our economic forecast is quite encouraging, and DFW continues to be a great place to move. I hope that you found this helpful, and as always, like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks so much.